Are you ready for some good news? Sometimes, when your offender hasn't apologized, it's healing to receive a confession from another. No matter your wounds, it's possible to forgive and move on. Today's text is from Genesis. She took of its fruit and ate, and she also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. As author Larry Crabb noted, when Eve ate the forbidden fruit, Adam was with her, but he was silent. Then when God came to draw the couple out of hiding, Adam blamed the woman. He didn't speak up to defend Eve when the tempter came, but he spoke up in self-defense when the Lord came. Many, many years ago, I planned to preach a simple Valentine's message on the beauty and importance of honoring women, but what happened on that unforgettable Sunday was something I could never have imagined. While preparing the message on Friday morning, I began to feel strangely convicted of the ways that men have dishonored women. I spent some moments in personal confession to the Lord in any of the ways I could remember dishonoring women in my life, and soon that moment of personal confession grew into a transforming encounter with God. I began to feel the weight of shame and dishonor that women have suffered for generations. I can't describe the holiness I experienced in those hours in my study, but I knew that God was going to move in some mysterious way on Sunday morning. I'd only told a few men of my plan. I'd ordered loads of red roses, enough for every woman who would worship with us that day. I preached briefly before I made this confession on behalf of all men. It's biblical to confess for others. Nehemiah did so on behalf of his forebears. So on Sunday morning, after this emotional confession, I invited men to join me at the front of the church, and hundreds came forward and knelt and wept alongside of me. And then, in what seemed like a scene from heaven, men began taking roses all over the sanctuary to give to the women. With each rose given, the man said simply, "A rose for a rose." And as the aroma filled our sanctuary, so did the aroma of Christ. And through the gift of honor, we dealt a major blow to the spirit of shame. So, remembering that day, and to women everywhere, on behalf of the men who have ever shamed, hurt, or dishonored you, I'm sorry. God's love for you is great, and healing is possible. That's the gospel. That's today's daily devotional, and if you haven't ever heard this message, I encourage you to get it. It's today's radio broadcast, A Rose for a Rose. You can get it for free at sharingthelight.org.